All right, YouTube, what's going on? Today we have doing a hot taper, cutting it down, hot taper, cutting it down wavelength. All right, and today we're trying out the TPOB playset. So we're gonna be showing y'all really how good the tool is and stuff like that. So we ain't gonna really hold y'all too long. We're just about to hop straight into it. These are the tools we'll be using today. The play trimmer, very nice. These feel very good in hand. It feels like a premium clipper. They got the grip and everything. Boom, we're gonna get more into that. Boom, very beautiful looking trimmer. And the blade is so small, y'all. Boom, but these will be these will we gonna be using today, y'all. And then we also have the play clipper, very beautiful, feels nice in hand and everything. Boom, and then we could also throw in the shaver. I got the whole entire set. Boom. Take this off, it's magnetic. Very, very, very good. All these tools are extremely quiet, which is crazy. All right, y'all, the first thing we're gonna do, comb the hair out. Boom, because we is doing the wavelength and we don't want piles of hair just clumped up together, and when we cut it down, more hair is gonna fall off than what's intended, and you may wind up gapping up your client and whatnot. So that's why you always comb the hair out, just to make sure you're doing the right things whenever it comes to taking the client's hair down. All right, because I cut my client's hair often, for real, I've cut this client before. We're gonna be cutting his hair down with a 1.5 or 1.5 guard. So 1.5, I want to make sure I get my clipper with the guard on it and just cut it down. And these cut very smooth, no problem. I don't really have to go over the same exact spot over and over and over again. Just like that. And we're gonna do this for the duration of the whole entire head, making sure everything is a nice even length. This corresponds to our foundation. Our foundation is what will be the outcome or decide the outcome for the rest of our haircut. Now we're gonna go in and set in our high taper guidelines. For a high taper, you want to start it at the bottom of the vertical ball and end it around the top of his ear. If you have more room to go down, we could possibly create a straight line or like a circular line. Then do that. Y'all, these trimmers are extremely quiet. That's insane. And this is it coming straight out of the box. I don't know if these hit. I don't know if these, I don't know if these are gonna be a hit or a bust for real. So this is my first client for the day, and it looked like it cut pretty like close to, well, zero gap though. It cut pretty close to the skin, y'all. So whatever we do on one side, we obviously do to the other. Boom. I wish y'all could hear how quiet these is. You can't even hear them at all, which is insane. Same thing for the back. Yeah, my biggest concern is how well is the clipper gonna do when it comes to blending. These trimmers seem pretty okay, but I wonder how much, like how good is the clipper, the actual clipper. I just ordered a blade for this one as well. This is the pencil blade, but I had just ordered the psych blade. I don't know if it's called the Psycho or Psych blade. I ordered one of them, and then I just ordered the chunk blade. They said the chunk blade a lot better, but I just ordered the chunk blade. It should be coming in the next couple of days, so we should be doing a review on that as well. All right, now we go level all the way open with our clipper till our client heads, just to put it in a nice position. All the way open. If y'all new to the channel, we do a form of down fading on this channel. How you doing? AJ, all the way down now. We do a process of down fading on this channel. So we go lever all the way open, and we slowly close the lever and move down until we reach that first ball guideline that we had first set in. This is the first step to my down fading. The down fading that I use is so that we won't fade too high. A lot of beginners barbers fade too high, extremely too high, wind up messing up a blend on a fire haircut, y'all. I'm talking about I used to do that all the time. So that's why I started fading down to help myself. And y'all, they might have a lot of wind in the background. I got a fan on me, my bad. And because we use a 1.5 guard or 1.5 guard on our client, the highest guard that I know that we'll be using to debulk and start our fading down process will be a number 2 guard. We're gonna start the lever all the way open. And we're using a comb for this part just because I know the hair is thick up here. And then they also have the click lever on these, obviously. Boom. And we just slowly move down. Slowly just getting the blend together. And y'all, these are doing a very, very, very good job at cutting the hair. Boom. And then 1.5. Lever all the way open. Close the lever, move down. Close the lever, move down. It's always good to have a click lever system. This is good for people that want to maintain their blend or don't really know how to manage to blend a lot. Click lever system is good for beginner barbers. Now we're gonna take the 0.5. This is the only guard that we're not gonna start with the lever all the way open. We're gonna go lever all the way closed. This should be the smallest guard that you got. And we're just gonna notch at this line first. That's all we're doing with this lever all the way closed. Notch at that line, not really fading it or anything. Just pushing it up just a tad bit. So when we get down to that line, it could be more, we could be able to more so see what we're doing or see the blend. Now we go 1, and then we continue fading down from the 1.5, 1.5 guard to the 1 guard. And we just slowly moving down. Slowly moving down until the blend is all the way blended. And y'all can see that the blend is pretty much blended. And y'all, they have 2 speeds on here, obviously. Boom. And we'll go back up and we'll use the slower motor to go back in and detail. I feel like that's a pretty cool addition. 2 motors and a trimmer, boom, or a clipper, just so you can detail. Go back up, detail. If you need to take down the hair, you got a faster motor for that, a more powerful motor. You could just switch back and forth from them. Now we at the 0.5, lever all the way open, and slowly moving down, y'all. Detailing as we go as well. And that is our high taper blend right there. It don't really take too much, just nice, simple steps, and they'll really pop out when we start to do our lineup. Whatever we do to one side, we will be replicating and do to the other. This right here is making the blend even, and this right here will make the blend look 100 times better whenever you get done with it, whenever you're finished and whatnot. And we're gonna do the same thing for the back, lever all the way open. Boom. And our client, in the back of his head, he does have spots. Like on this right side, the hair wants to go this way to the left. So we have to angle our trimmer or our clipper. We have to angle our clipper just a tad bit just to get in those tougher spots. Close the lever, move down. It's all about understanding the client's head, what you're working with. That's why we do the client consultation. First, we ask the client what he wants. We comb out and why. The client consultation, you comb out the hair and everything, and you're also asking the client what type of haircut that he wants to get. And this gives you a nice feel for the head or what you're about to get yourself into. You check while you're asking your client all these questions. You check for like calyx or anything wrong with the client's head, or see if you have any hairs that do anything like this, so you can be prepared and ready for whenever you cut the client's hair. 2 all the way open. Making sure our comb, we're gonna use the bigger part of the comb, bigger end of the comb. And these give off a nice blend. I feel like quick level system, clippers always give off a nice, good, consistent blend, y'all. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to have your steps down packed so you can go in there and perform like how you need to perform. Now we level all the way closed. Now we got the half guard, level all the way open. And you're just continuing the process, just slowly fading down. And then we're gonna go down with the 1 guard, the 0.5, the detail a little bit. And that will be the back taper blend. And preparing it, what we're doing is preparing it for the lineup. For a lineup, we're gonna be getting some alcohol, cotton swab, spraying it on out. I don't want it, I got a fan on, so I don't want the alcohol spraying back in my client's face. That'll be tragic, y'all. And we're just wiping down all the designated areas. This right here, this method will help the trimmer glide, do what it's supposed to do, cut the hair, get that nice ash line that we all want. And this is the trimmer test. We're about to see what type of ash line can give off. Clippers, different clipper blades give off different types of ash lines. Boom, I just busted y'all heads with that one. Probably information that y'all did not know. So, blow dry everything, cold air. Boom. Make sure everything nice and dry. You say you going to the you say you going to the coast? Oh, okay. Hold the stage and blow dry everything on cold air once again. We have the front lineup prep process. For this process is basically the same thing, but we'll be adding our lather. Boom, we got the level 3 brush today. Boom, I done upgraded my arsenal. Level 3 brush, I use soft brushes like this. A lot of people put it on their hand, but I like to brush the hair down at the same time. This is something that I came up with. So I should be the only one that's doing this on YouTube. If somebody else doing it, then you know where they got it from, brother. So, hot lather. I know a lot of people are using a lot of other stuff, like the dry shampoo and stuff. I got a video with the dry shampoo. The dry shampoo is a hassle, bro. It's a hassle to come off your clients, bro. So that's why I don't really use it, and it's a longer process. You know, a YouTube video takes around 40 minutes to make, if that. Well, it might be a little bit longer, and that whole entire process, you know, barber cutting the camera off and cutting it back on, you don't know how long that process taking. Somebody might have recorded a video for 2 straight hours and you don't even know about it. And they making it seem so simple and easy, but man, this is a lot better. You could basically, if you don't have this, you know, the tools for this, you could skip this process and do what we're about to do next. You leave this on your client for about 2 minutes. It's really just gets the hair nice, soft, laid down so we can be able to manipulate it and the hair could go where we need it to go. Even though the best type of hair to line up is hair that's laid down. You can't line up curls or whatever the case may be. If the hair is lifted up off the scalp, you cannot really successfully have a successful lineup. So boom, this is all we're gonna do. Take a couple seconds. The lineup is laid down. He do have waves, so that kind of helps us already. Just like that, we wipe down the excess with the grain. With the grain is moving towards where the hair naturally wants to lay down. Spray our alcohol swab again. I like to use the same exact one to save me some time. Boom. We're wiping down all these little parts. And then we're gonna simply, boom, throw that in the trash. Then blow dry it, cold air. Cold air only. Remember, cold air only. Cold air only. Cold air, cold air. This is an old blow dry, y'all. So if y'all see my back, then I ain't got no back to it or nothing. I'm waiting for my Dyson to come back in. We had a little problem with a shop license, you know, cutting off and stuff like that. So I think my Dyson stopped. It didn't stop cutting on, but it had like a little malfunction issue. Hopefully they send me a whole brand new one. But I had something off. It should. I don't know when it's gonna be back, but it's gonna be back. So we're waiting for that. This is my older blow dryer. The JRL is still. I'll put it in the description. Everything that I'm using in this video should be in the description for y'all to be able to buy and stuff. But the JRL is a perfect, powerful. Look at this. Y'all heard it. it's a perfect alternative holding spray. The holding spray that I use, this holding spray is amazing. Make sure y'all use my link whenever y'all do it. It'll be in the video. Perfect holding spray. I love this holding spray. So a lot of people use Tresemme. I use this. This gives off the exact lineups that I want. And yo, he does all natural lineups. So sometimes when the client lay back, you can already put your fibers on that. If you have fibers, if you use fibers, I typically don't use fibers. I use a form of, you know, just a regular enhancements. Water-based enhancements. So I typically don't cut with the left glove on because I like to feel what I'm working with. But it feels like your skin is dry. Once the client's skin is dry, you're all done. You can lean the client up in this time, and he's prepared. The foundation is set for our lineup. All right, y'all. So this is the test right here. Hopefully, it does very good. This blade is such a small blade, y'all. And it is extremely quiet. You can't hear anything. And what do you know? It's cutting. I'm about to get a closer view for y'all, zoom the camera in for y'all so I can see actually what's going on. Man, it's amazing how quiet the trimmer is. And the clipper. It's basically like I'm not even cutting with nothing at all. So, how you doing? And it is cutting very smooth. This is just straight out the box. No modifications to it or nothing like that. So if you order these, this is how they will be hitting straight out the box. I would say that the blade is small, so it probably would take you a little bit longer to do a lineup. I mean, for me, it's gonna take the same amount of time for them because I know exactly what I'm doing. I have my steps. That's why you're on this video, to learn y'all steps, y'all tricks and whatnot. Y'all can see it lined up, the client's line up pretty nice, pretty sharp. Boom. We're gonna do the same thing for the other side. And it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm not gonna lie to you, this small, powerful trimmer. And the blade is good. Really what decides, like, if a trimmer is good, it don't matter how powerful it is, that blade not working, if that blade not good, then the trimmer just not gonna be good. It's not gonna cut as good. So that's one big thing that y'all wanna worry about whenever y'all get y'all trimmers and whatnot. All right, a hot taper lineup. A hot taper lineup is the easiest, one of the easiest lineups to do. Boom, you always wanna start in the middle. You go up in the middle, and then work your way to your desired side that you want to work with. I am right-handed, so obviously I'm working towards the right side. Boom. And what determines really what side you want to work with is you want to dictate whether the client's a strong side or a weak side. Our client doesn't have a strong side or a weak side. His lineup is basically all strong. So that gives us the free will to not work towards the weak side, but pick to whatever side we're most comfortable with, and then work towards that side. And hot tape lineups are very easy. There's really not much to it. Vertical ball. We are gonna slant the vertical ball and keep the line up pretty much full. We don't wanna push our client back or nothing like that. And then we connect it. Then we do the same thing to the other side. And these are cutting very good, as y'all can see. So this is the last part to all my haircuts, is the razor blade work. All it is stretching the skin, and you should get a nice sharp line. And this will make the haircut stand out 10 times more, make the haircut pop. And this is an all natural haircut. This is what's important for an all natural haircut if you want clients to keep coming back. And this is how I get a lot more, I guess, of the grown man. When you have a lot of grown men, so let me tell you this about your clientele. When you have a lot of kids, clients work stops for you. You're always gonna have a point in time where work just completely stops for you. or you won't be making more money, as much money as other months, which would be the summertime when kids are all out, kids grow out their hair and stuff like that. More so of the older crowd, they don't like enhancement. They don't like all the black spray. All the more successful people, people that got jobs and, you know, really stable people, those are my clients. Those people really like, we're gonna zoom out for you so I can see everything. How you doing? What's up? All right. Oh, one more and then your turn. All right. But those are the people that more so love natural cuts. The people that's stable, people that want to look sharp, look good. And this is a big part and why business never stops me. What I made this month in July, I also made in well, I'm going to make in July because it's July 6th. This the same money I made in June, I made in February, March, April, May. May was the most I've ever made in my life. Last year, holidays, I made the same exact money that I made just because my clientele never stops. It's always grown people, grown men. But this is the end of the haircut. We're about to do a little review for y'all. All right, y'all, so this is the haircut right here. Boom, we're gonna turn our client slightly for y'all. Do a little small back, side, front a little bit without hitting the camera. But this is a clean, hot taper, no enhancement, something you could do at your house, something you could do at your shop easily if you follow these steps. But look, it's HYB. If you're not handling your business, do what you're doing, and we out.
Danny, please don't do anything crazy.